Hi everyone, my name is Venus-Tyané and this is Chocolate Covered Strawberries Better Together. And you may be asking yourself, why did she call this a workshop after food? Well, first of all, I love food and food is delicious. But second of all, because theater is something that to me is all encompassing, right? It's not just something that you watch, it's something that you experience on all these different senses. It's this like deeper thing. And I also felt like chocolate is delicious, strawberries are awesome, but when you combine them together, you create something that is kind of magical. You've got this sweet kind of tartness from the strawberry and this smooth, rich sweetness from the chocolate combined together creates this I don't know, celebration maybe is what I would call it in your mouth. And that's just like working in a community or working in a group, creating something together with others. What you can create is pretty sweet, what your friends can create is pretty awesome, but when you put it together, you build something that is so super strong that nobody else can create. And that's what we're going to be exploring today in this workshop. So before we go any further, I'm going to encourage you to call up some friends and say, hey, we're going to do this workshop together. It's going to be really fun. And when I say go, pause the video, call them up, and get them all on a video chat together. It could be just one friend, it could be two, it could be however many you want. Go get them, pause the video, and come on back. Hey everybody, welcome back to Chocolate Covered Strawberries Better Together. Now, hopefully you've got some friends with you now, and we're going to explore a little bit about how do we create and build something together. So, here's my challenge for you. I want you to go around your house and pick out some items, okay? I'm gonna give you a few names. I'm gonna call out specific things to get that are pretty broad, and I want you to find something in your house or wherever you are that is that thing and bring it back to our space, okay? So the first thing that you're gonna go and find is something cylindrical. Something cylindrical in a cylinder of some kind. And then when you've got it, come on back. Okay, so you've got our cylindrical cylinder item. So the next thing I want you to do is to find something that is soft. Find something in your home that is soft and bring it back. Okay, welcome back. And we've got something cylindrical, we've got something soft, so our next thing that we're gonna go find is something, you guessed it, hard. All right, so go find something hard and bring it on back to our pile of goodness. Okay, so you guys all have three things now. You've got something cylindrical, something soft, something hard, and I'm gonna have you get one more thing, and that is something kind of fabric-y. Something fabric-y. Yeah, go grab that and bring it on back. Okay, awesome. So you've got your items, and I want you to look at them. Okay, look at what you've got, and we're going to be creating semi-mini scenes with these things, okay? And what you're gonna do is create them on your own with your own stuff, and then we'll kind of bring them together at the end. So, I want you to think about what's going on around you in your world right now, and to think about something that's really good, something that's really positive, that you're just loving. And create a statue for us using these items that you've picked up, right? You've got your cylindrical thing, your soft thing, your hard thing, your fabric-y thing, and create a statue, or you could do a moving piece of some kind, but we want to be able to see this thing, a representation of the idea that you have of something that's really great that's happening in your world right now. Okay? So I'm going to give you 2 minutes to think about it, and go. All right, welcome back. So now you have your thing that you've created, a statue or a moving piece that represents this really great thing that's happening around you in your world that you're loving. Okay, so what I want you to do is to take that and to show it to your other friends who are with you on your video chat and display it to each other. So first, show it off and then tell them, hey, that's what this is. All right, and go. Okay, welcome back. So now you've each shown each other what your thing is, right? And I imagine that you all have picked different themes. There's always different kinds of positive stuff that's happening in everybody's life. And maybe some of you picked things that are similar. That's totally awesome. Now after you've showcased it to each other, what I want you to do is figure out how can you combine the things that you've created, each of your individual scenes, right? How can you combine them together through your video chat? Now, if this was a perfect world, we would be in person together doing this awesome workshop and we would really get a chance to build and create and touch and do all kinds of things. But it's not, right? We're in this world right now where virtual workshops and virtual things that's what it's all about, right? But we really still want to connect with each other. So this is a place where you can play around with, okay, I've got this great idea, I've created a statue with it or a moving piece to represent the theme of something that's really great in my world using these different kinds of interesting props from around my house. And now, how can you connect with your friends who you're doing this with right now and create something together? I'm not sure how you're going to do it, but I know that you can figure it out. All right, so I'm going to give you 3 minutes to figure that out and come on back. Okay. Hi, everybody. I wish I could be there with you and see what kinds of awesome things you created. I can't imagine what it would be like, but maybe someday we'll get a chance and I'll get a chance to see them. But it's really exciting that you have come this far and you decided that, yeah, this might be kind of weird and strange and I'm not quite sure how to do it, but I'm going to try. So that's awesome. All right, welcome back, everybody. So at this point, you've had a chance to share with your partners, your friends that you're doing this with, and you've had a chance to create and build something together. That's super cool. And now we're going to take this in a slightly different direction. Again, I want you to look at the things that you have around you, your cylindrical thing, your hard thing, your soft thing, and your fabricy thing. And I want you to think of something that's really difficult right now, something that's a struggle. Yeah? And how can you use these pieces that you've gathered from around your home to create a scene that displays this thing that's just tough right now? All right, and go. Okay, so you've had a chance now to really think about this theme, this idea of something that's really difficult and a struggle going on around us. You know, like in everyday lives, we've got really positive, amazing things that are happening, and oftentimes at the same time, things that are really hard and that are a struggle, especially in this new climate that we find ourselves in as we're trying to figure out what virtual things are all about and how we still connect with each other. How do we do group work and how do we have a community when we can't always be in the same place as somebody else? That could be hard too. So now I would love for you to have a chance to showcase that to your friends and then come on back. I wish I could be there with you all and see what kinds of things that you're coming up with. I imagine that they are incredibly creative. And I wish I could see what kinds of things you've pulled from your house to create these scenes to display kind of what's going on inside, right? So first of all, I just want to say thank you for being willing to be vulnerable with your friends and show off the things that are great and the things that are hard, because that's what teamwork is often about. We have to have a moment to be vulnerable enough to share what's really going on and know that it's going to be received on the other hand, which is what you guys have been doing a little bit with our activities that we've been doing together. You've had a chance to think about something on your own, share it, and know that it's going to be received. So now that you've shared this difficult thing with each other, I want you to create one combined thing together from this struggle area, this area that has been hard. Okay? All right. And go. Hi, everybody. Thank you again for being vulnerable, diving a little bit more into that vulnerability space, which can be kind of scary, but it can also be really fun and really exciting. So I want to end our time together with this idea called stirring the pot. So a lot of times when we're doing group work, it can be tough, right? Everybody's got different kinds of ideas, and maybe you don't agree with them, or we explore right now. We've got all kinds of great things that are happening, kind of stuff that's not great that's happening in our lives. And, every time we go into class or we go into group work together, all of those things that we are doing, living in our lives come with us, right? Like those live within us. And sometimes it makes it hard to do group work, or sometimes it makes it hard to build community. But when we can see that everybody's got all of these things going on and that's okay, then we start to build something that's really exciting. So this is what stirring the pot is. And you can do this right, we're gonna do this right now with your friends in your video chat, but when you get back together, do it even then. It gets more exciting and more powerful. Okay, so you guys are all in your video chat right now, and when you're back in person, you get in a big circle, and everybody toss in some words of things that are going on that are great right now. Okay, so like thinking about the activity that we just did, like building our scenes with the things that are going awesome. Okay, what are things that are going great? I had an awesome lunch today. Whatever it may be, start saying these words out loud and throwing them into our big pot, right, that we're creating in front of us, imagining this big pot. And we're tossing in all of these things that are awesome, that are going on in our world. And now I want you to toss in all of the things that suck, that you are just wishing weren't happening right now, things that frustrate you, things that make you angry, things that you're scared of, whatever it is. Toss those things into our pot too, because that's all part of who we are. That's all part of this experience that we're living together, right? Okay? So you've tossed all of your great things that are happening, all of your negative things that are happening into this giant pot that we're envisioning in front of us. And now everybody get your hand out and we're just going to start stirring it together. We're stirring the pot. And we're stirring it, and we're stirring it, and we're stirring it. We're moving, we're mixing all of those things together in the pot. And then now we're gonna rub our hands together. And we're gonna shake our elbows and our shoulders while we're rubbing our hands together. And then we're gonna just blow it out. And here we are. We've shared our time together. We've shared a little bit about what's going on inside of us. And we've begun to build a foundation which we can work together with some trust and some understanding, which is a really good place to be. It feels good to be seen, doesn't it? All right, well, thank you guys for joining me today. And I wish you great luck and some more fun with a little bit more of these activities. Okay, so I'll thank you.